it's Jayla here with the tips, the tricks, and the tea regarding natural hair, school, and whatever the heck you guys want me to talk about. How are you? So, as you may have seen, this is pretty much my first ever YouTube video. Well, my official one. Well, not really, because I had posted one previously and it was kind of trash. So I deleted it and I had to like reevaluate what kind of content I want on my channel, and what it was that the story time and stuff, that it just wasn't it. It just wasn't the stuff that I wanted on my channel. So I rebranded and I went from Jayla's World to Nubian Natural. You get it, Nubian Natural. So yeah, I rebranded. And I want to help educate people, not only in the Black community, but in my community in general, with natural hair, school, scholarship, whatever you guys want me to talk about, I got you. As you can see by the title, today we are going to be talking about what you need to know before you do the big chop. As you can see, I cut my hair about 8 months ago. And honestly, it was one of the best decisions of my life. I've had a perm since I was around 9. So I didn't really know what my curl pattern is. Was always fond of straightening my hair and stuff like that. But as I got older, I was like, oh my gosh, like look at these girls with their afros. Like I want to embrace that. It's so beautiful. So I told my mom, you know, I kind of want to cut all my hair off. And we prolonged it for a little while, but it got to the point where I was like, I need to do this before I go to college, because I don't want to not know how to do my natural hair when I'm all the way in college. Like, I'm not trying to come back home to my mom, sit in between her legs and let her, you know, so I cut it all off. So let me stop talking, because that's not what you guys are here for. So gather around, children. I have, where's my thing? I got my book with all my information. I'm kidding, I have contacts, but I have all my information I need to tell you guys in here. So let's get right into it, okay? Before the big chop. Tip number 1. Realize that maintaining your hair is going to take a lot of work. When I had long hair, all I would have to do was iron it, wrap it up, wake up in the morning, take it out, brush it, and go. But when you cut your hair, you're gonna actually have to make sure that it's moisturized, make sure you're putting the right products on your hair, make sure that you're washing it every week, doing deep conditioning. So you have to be prepared for that, because it's going to take a lot of work. And you can't be lazy if you're doing the big chop. You can't. There's no way, because it's gonna get to the same point that it is already if your hair is already unhealthy right now. Tip number 2, realize that it's okay to have second thoughts, but just think about what's best for your hair. It's better to have healthy short hair than have unhealthy long hair. Short hair is beautiful. Look, I've seen a lot of girls with long, beautiful hair, but short hair is just as pretty. And you don't have to worry about what boys are gonna think, girls are gonna think, you know? So just do what you gotta do, whatever makes you happy. You shouldn't have to try to satisfy other people. Do what you think is best for your hair and best for you and best for your lifestyle. Tip number 3, before you do the big chop, realize you don't have to actually cut all your hair off. You don't have to do that. You can transition. Transitioning is when, hey, this is editing Jayla, and I had to step in because the actual Jayla on the screen is not saying the exact thing that she wanted to say. So transitioning is basically when you cut your hair little bits at a time until like all your permed hair is gone. But realize that that's going to take a lot more time. And that's what I was gonna do, but I was like, look, I just gotta get this over with. I don't wanna have to wait for like 2 years until my hair is fully healthy. So I just cut everything off and did what I had to do. Tip number 4, I think, watch videos like these to make sure that you want to do it, because there is no going back after you do it. Like, your hair is gone and it's gonna grow back in time, but it's not gonna be the same unless you get weave. But I'm not trying to self promo. Look, I gotta do what I gotta do. But I'm just saying, watch videos like these because they were very helpful for me. And that's probably what you're doing now, going through different videos to make sure that's what you want to do. So keep watching them until you're like, look, I'm ready. Like, I want to do this. Hype yourself up. Make sure you have the right products and stuff like that. Tip number 6.
Boy, if you don't...
6, I think it costs money. I know, right? Like, it costs a lot of money to maintain your hair and get all those products that you need to make sure your hair is moisturized, make sure it's combed out, make sure it's not getting mangled and everything. Look, I got a whole bunch of products in here, and this isn't even half. Look, I got some Cantu. I got my spray bottle. I got all my combs. I got my do-rag. I got my little brushes. I got so many products. I got my Eco, that helps so much. But realize that it's going to cost you money because you're going to be trying to figure out what works best for your hair. You're going to be trying and experimenting. For me, I have a mom that buys all my stuff for me because she's on the same journey as me. So it's helpful. But for teens and adults and stuff like that don't have parents to help them buy these products, save up some money to get these products because it'll help you a lot. Because water it's not gonna help you maintain your hair. You gotta actually have moisturizer and stuff like that to keep those curls. So now it's time to talk about after the big chop. You may or may not feel like you're pretty at first. For me, I was like, after the day after I did it, I was like, I woke up, I looked in the mirror, and I was like, Jayla, what the heck did you do to your hair? Why did you do this to yourself? Because now you look a hot mess. But as the days go on, you gain confidence that you didn't know you had. Or at least that's what happened for me, because I did not know. It gave me an identity, not just the black girl with the straight hair every day. You know, I had an identity, the natural girl with the pretty curls and stuff like that. And people, I felt more confident in myself and more self-aware and stuff like, I don't know. It was just a huge help with my self-confidence. And it was just, I don't know, it was just a rush to know that I could love myself for me and not have to do relaxers or have to submit to European beauty standards. It was just nice to just be myself and represent for my black community, you know? That sounded corny, but yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Tip number 2 for after the big chop. The styles that you see people doing, it might not work for you. You never know, because everybody has a different texture of hair. Their curl pattern is different. And for me, when my hair was short, I tried to do finger waves. Listen. When I tell you my hair went whoop and then it went boop when I was so mad because I was looking at the videos. I was like, how do you guys get your hair like that? But I had to realize my hair is not the same as theirs. I don't have, and I was watching mixed girls do it. So they had the straighter hair, like 3A, and I was over here swooping and it was going back up. I was so mad. But you have to realize, like, the styles that I'm probably gonna do on this channel, you can try them. You're gonna have to keep trying and figuring out what styles work for you, because it gets better as you go along, you know? Tip number 3, and this is mostly for teens: don't worry what other kids at school have to say about your hair. That's what I did. I worried. I was like,
boys aren't gonna like me because I have short hair. I'm gonna look ugly. I'm gonna look like a little boy.
I was nervous about it. But I shouldn't have to worry about what a guy is gonna think. Like, how stupid is it? Well, it's not stupid. I'm sorry. It's not stupid. But you shouldn't have to worry about that. If a guy actually likes you, he'll like you with your hair short or long. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Period. Tip number 5. The natural hair community. That is one of the best communities, honestly, because they're so supportive. You see them when you're at the grocery store. You see them at school. You see them everywhere. And they're always there to give you advice on what kind of products you should use on your hair. They're there to help you when you're at your lowest point and you don't feel like your hair is nice and you want to go and do a perm again. Like, I have people that'll be like, oh my gosh, your curl pattern is so nice, and I'm just like, that helps a lot. It's very helpful to know that there are other people that are going through the same experiences as you and have gone through the same things and stuff like that. So the natural hair community, y'all get an applaud, and I'm so happy to be included. Those are all the tips I have for you guys today. But I hope to see you guys in the next video. I have so many other tips to give you guys. Those are just a few that I have learned from my experiences watching other videos and stuff like that. I've learned a lot. So I'm just giving you guys what I know. But I hope you guys like, subscribe, and go follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and stuff like that. And like I said, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.